Hey, Brian here with a somewhat overdue post-op update. This will be update number 5. This is for my CMC Basal thumb joint arthroplasty. I'll preface my remarks by saying we've had an eventful month, and that's no doubt the understatement of my lifetime. In the last month, we've had 2 hurricanes, major hurricanes, within less than 2 weeks, one of which scored a direct hit on our area. We've had to prep for those hurricanes. We've had to ride out some very disconcerting storms, and then we've had to clean up afterwards. And the cleanup here is ongoing and will be ongoing for months and months and months, if not years. It's a mess around here. We've got a chance to drive around a little bit a couple days ago, and wow, it's hard to believe. I'll have some pictures of a few things at the tail end of this update. Say that by the end of last week, it was extremely painful. Had a lot of pain in the surgical area across the wrist. I was concerned, but by the end of the week last week, our heavy lifting was pretty well done. We were at a point where we could slow down a little bit. I was able to rest the hand. I was able to exercise it the way I was supposed to be. I was able to ice it, and by the first of this week, it felt really pretty good. My appointment was Tuesday. That was the 10-week period, 2.5 months since the surgery. Kind of a milestone week, and I'll explain that later. In an effort to keep this short and concise, I'm going to break this update into 3 sections so that if you're just interested in the general overview, that's what we're going to do first. Second, I'll actually give an example of some of the new exercises that they've given me. And then third, particularly for the guitar players or anybody that's interested in the fine motor skill part of this, I've got a little segment for that. And then at the end, I'll show some pictures of what we've experienced here. So here's the 10-week update. My overall motion and flexibility is very good. I can do quite a bit with the thumb, moves around pretty well. It's noticeably weak, feels stiff, it's weak and so forth, but it's getting better with all the exercises that I do. Static pain is almost non-existent. Really feels pretty good most of the time. If I am doing a little bit of activity, from time to time I'll get a pain down in this general area where the surgery was, where the trapezium bone was removed. And I don't really know what triggers it. Certain motions or movements will trigger it, and it comes at random times, goes away relatively quickly, so nothing that alarms me. Prolonged use, now of course, prolonged use would be in the brace yet. Prolonged use at times, if it's strenuous use, I'll get a lot of pain in the wrist, and for some reason I get some pain on the opposite side of from where the surgery was. Also get some somewhat of just a dull ache right down here at the base where the surgery was. I also have some weakness in the forearm. But all of these things go away with some rest and with exercise. They don't last. So I'm real pleased with the progress. So is my therapist. We both feel that we're on the right track. The exercises that I've been given by the therapist were, there are 3 new exercises where you squeeze a sponge block various ways. And you do 10 to 20 reps of the various exercises, and you do it 2 sets, and you do it once a day. So you do all your exercises in one shot. Then also I do some dumbbell stuff with with my wrist. There are 3 exercises with that, and again I'll show those in just a couple of moments. You'll note that I'm not wearing the brace right now. I've been instructed that I don't need to wear the brace for light duty activity around the house, such as, get up in the morning, get yourself showered, shaved, eat meals. If you're just hanging around the house, you're not doing anything strenuous, you can be without the brace. I'm also not, I don't need to wear the brace for driving anymore. So that's wonderful. It feels so good to be out of that brace and let the hand actually finally move and do the things it's supposed to do. I will note for anybody that's thinking of doing this, is that the cut down brace that goes right here, and goes around the thumb right here, when I'm doing strenuous activity and working outside, I notice that thing rubs on the thumb in a way that's kind of irritating. causes the nerve to really act up in that thumb. It's not healing as quickly as I'd like it to. It's not callousing me or blistering me or anything, but it's just uncomfortable. So to be out of the brace is very nice. Just it relaxes that, gets that nerve to calm down. So that's the brace part of it. The next thing is I cajoled my therapist into allowing me to play the guitar a little bit. And she reluctantly agreed to 5 minutes a day. So naturally Tuesday, when I finished up everything in the afternoon or the evening, I sat down with the guitar for the first time in 2.5 months. And I'll tell you right now, I was shocked. Things that I could ordinarily do in my sleep, chord progressions, the basic cowboy chords and so forth, nothing was easy. I had to concentrate to finger things properly. I noticed that my strings were muted, or my fingers were muting adjacent strings to the chords. It was a shock. It was really a little bit disconcerting. However, I noticed by the next night when I tried it again, it was considerably better. I was able to concentrate, move the thumb a little bit better. And then, of course, by last night, it seemed to have improved even a little bit more. And it's all relative to the weakness of the thumb yet. And it's just not able to clamp the way it should. Bar chords are off the table right now. I can't even do them. But your basic cowboy chords, a lot of the finger picking and so forth is starting to come back. So I'm excited about that, but it's obvious it's going to take a while. That's important to me as a guitar player. It'll be important to anybody else as well that really relies on those motor skills and the fine motions of your hand, whether it's for craft, work, whatever. So anyhow, that's where we're at with the update. As I said, I'm going to break this into a couple of different segments, and we'll show briefly what those exercises are. Then I'm going to show a little bit on the guitar, and then I'll wrap it all up with some pictures of what we've been through in the last month. So I want to just say at the end of this segment, thank you very much to those that have been so supportive, those that have been praying for us, particularly through the storms. It's been quite a month, and I just really appreciate your support, your prayers, and just want to say God bless. Thank you very much. Stick around if you're interested in the exercises. Okay, here we are with a quick overview of the exercises. There are 3 exercises done with a basic sponge cube here. Exercise number 1 is very simple. It's just squeeze it, hold it for 3 seconds, and then release it. And I do that 10 times. Second one is a lateral pinch that we do, and you hold it 3 seconds and release it, and you do repeat 10 times on both of those. Then the last one, this is a kind of a weird one here. It's like this. You're supposed to actually, and I can't get the hand exactly the way they show it in their picture, but like this, and then squeeze it. And these, again, hold it 3 seconds and release it, and it's 10 times. And 2 sets basically, and just 1 time a day. That's the sponge stuff. Now, I will say that we're supposed to be pain-free on all those. The last one is not pain-free. That one hurts a little bit. So it's obviously something that's still healing and a little bit tender there. But again, you just back off, be careful with it. So the next part is the dumbbell part. And so the 1 is down and then up, and I do 15 of these as a matter of fact. And again, pain-free, bring it up, hold it for a second. The next one, of course, is underneath, like this. And again, 20 of those, and then these, 20 like this. And again, 2 sets. So you just do it once a day, but just 2 sets at the time. And the one rule of thumb, which I didn't mention earlier, is that you do not want pain. The no pain, no gain adage is absolutely incorrect for this. The idea is that if you have pain, you're irritating the tendon that has been repaired. That tendon will get inflamed. As the tendon gets inflamed, it slows down the healing process, and it also slows down the strengthening process. So they are strongly caution me against any kind of pain. If it starts to hurt too bad, back off, and do it the next day, so on and so forth. You'll get there. But that's the big thing. So that's the those are the exercises. That's the stuff that's been added to the stuff I'm already doing previously that I've shown before. So anyway, I am going to do a little bit of guitar playing here in just a moment. I'll give that a shot here shortly. Thanks. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me quit banging on my stuff there. That worked better than I thought it would. So anyway, hope you all have a great night. Thanks for checking in. And again, I really appreciate the support. God bless. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.